Good morning. Here I am on Howard Lake in Mendocino Wilderness. Been camping with some new friends for the last 4 days, I guess 5 days. Took an extra day, and I'd like to tell you about a couple of the adventures and learnings that I've had. The second night of our camping trip, we went up into the mountains and we went to a unregistered spot. It was legal, but it was not a normal campground. And we made our camp, and a friend of mine told me about a spot out on an outcropping looking out over a canyon where I could set up my tent. So I did. And when it came time for bed, I laid down in my tent looking through the veil of it, and the stars were out. Of course, the mountains were so beautiful, and it was entirely perfectly still. And as you may be able to tell with my practices, I love stillness. It was dead silent and still, and the stars were out. It was so beautiful that I could not sleep. My body was like, no way, you're missing this. This is the most beautiful thing ever. We're not sleeping. But by 3 a.m., I was pretty annoyed with not being able to sleep. And I was starting to have some panic. And I was hearing a couple things in the bushes behind me. And I think there was a snake. And so I was feeling a lot of fear. And, fear when you're alone on the top of a mountain, no one else around, within 50, 100 yards. I was relatively scared, in the middle of the night. And I chose to read a passage, a little bit of a book on SRI, which is a technique that my friends Gianna and Kevin have been teaching me. And the idea is to breathe into parts of the body up here, around the throat, around the solar plexus, and around the belly, and to find out, where you're feeling really connected and where you feel really disconnected, and then speak to those things. So I was feeling a lot of fear of whatever snake or whatever was in the bushes behind me, and it just wouldn't leave me. So I felt up here and breathed into it, felt disconnected from my chest, and said, oh man, I really feel scared of this snake in the bushes. And I felt this fear in my belly. And it was a fear of not telling this woman that I've been online dating something about myself. And this fear of what would happen if I told her. And so I said it out loud. And amazingly, after 3 hours of struggling to get to sleep, once I had just said those things out loud and really felt them, I woke up 4 hours later. I had passed out. It was pretty amazing. And I really got in that moment how important it is to be truthful with myself and just honest. And this is the life that I want to live. So if I'm getting into a relationship with someone, in this instance, I've been seeing this person online for the entirety of COVID. We've never met in person, really. We're going to see each other this week. So I was pretty scared of that, and I didn't want to ruin our meeting by saying something that might put her off. But that's not a relationship that I want to be in, one that I'm not honest in with myself or with her. So that's clear. Honesty is the key for me. And when I'm honest with my body and how I'm scared, then it's just like it settles. It just is like, oh, you see me, you understand me, I can relax. It's simple, but it's profound if you really feel it and you're really present with that fear or that sensation, that pain. And last night I had a 5-minute conversation with the infinite, pulled down the veil for 5 minutes and stared into the 8th or 12th dimension, whatever it is. Some of you may know what I'm talking about. And during this vision, I saw myself with this question, like, will it work out with this woman that I'm dating? And what will happen if I don't? This question I've been asking, will I be without love? And I got very clearly an understanding that you're totally loved, and not from outside, but because literally I am love. All of this, everything is just love. According to the law of one and a lot of other things I've been studying, there literally is nothing but love and a distanced distortion from love. So if I can remember that I am love, I have love. It's just that easy, remembering. So those are some lessons from my trip. I'm happy to bring them on back to the Bay. See you guys soon.